Good morning, welcome. It's Monday, the 8th of April, which I think I may have been saying it was March all of last week. I'm not really sure. But anyway, it's definitely April. Today, we're going back to Monday, the 8th of April in 1791. So we'll be sticking to the English papers for today. Found in a footpath by Whitley Wood near Sheffield, a quantity of dirt, about 6 pounds weight, containing upwards of 2 ounces of silver in the pound. As it has been either lost or stolen, whoever can prove it to be their property may have it again. Right, that's a strange lost and found ad for a start. How on earth are you going to prove that your 6 pound ball of dirt really did honestly belong to you? But what I want to know is how, like back in the day, how they knew that 6 pounds worth of dirt had 2 ounces of silver in the pound. Like if I found a lump of dirt on the floor nowadays, I'd probably just assume it was a lump of dirt. They were all over it back then. Moving straight along from the lost and found to death and murder, a poor man, about 50 years of age, removed from some parish in the west and on his way home, stopped a few days at Staines in Middlesex. He was very ill and taken to the workhouse. The master, regardless of his miserable state of health, next day conveyed him in a wheelbarrow above the turnpike into Bedford parish. The poor creature implored not to be so moved. "I am unable to walk," said he, "and shall soon die." "You can walk as well as I can," answered the master of the workhouse, and left him in the road, where in a few minutes after he expired. The verdict of the coroner's jury upon this occasion was, "Died by the visitation of God, but his death hastened by the treatment of the master of the workhouse." Now, I think the master might have gotten away with one a bit there. Visitation of God, yeah, why not? Let's call it that. Nothing to do with the fact that the master just dumped him in a wheelbarrow in the middle of the road. That only hastened it, of course. Next up, we got another story of a Darwin Award death from a man from my own home county doing us all proud. One day last week, a man named William Southards of Midhurst in Sussex, after having been drunk for 2 days, engaged to drink 8 glasses of gin, on condition that another person should pay for the same. When he had drunk 7 glasses and a half, he was carried to a hovel where he expired. Carried off to a hovel? Why did they take him to a hovel and not a hospital for a start? You know, I suppose if you're going to go, that's one way to go, isn't it? Being drunk for 2 days and then getting hammered on 8 glasses of gin. I suspect back in 1791, that was probably a pretty decent way to go, to be honest. So next, we're going to be looking at prisons from 1791. And as you can imagine, they're pretty awful conditions. Monday Fennight, after a very long trial at the Bury Assizes, Morland was found guilty of bigamy in marrying Mrs. Hardcastle of Ipswich and Mrs. Lambeth near Richmond in Yorkshire. He was sentenced to be burnt in the hand, which was done before he left the court, and to be imprisoned 12 months in the Ipswich jail, during which time his head is to be shaved. He is to wear the habit of the prison, which is a very disagreeable one, consisting of woolen clogs, etc., and to suffer solitary imprisonment 10 hours every day. How about that? Forced to wear a very disagreeable habit. Never mind the solitary for 10 hours a day or the fact that he got burnt in the hand. It is felt worth pointing out that he had to wear a habit that was very disagreeable. I don't think having to wear clothing which clashed terribly was a big part of his punishment, to be honest. And lastly, we got a biting piece of editorialising. Few assizes have yet passed without some ravages of the rope. At Lancaster, Warwick, Monmouth, Bury, Salop, etc., etc., the thread of human existence has been cut by the keen edge of the law. Edmonds and Ferber, mentioned in a former paper, paid the forfeit of their lives at Shrewsbury on Saturday last. How lamentable a reflection does it afford that an increase of carnage and an increase of crimes seem to go hand in hand. Oh, that's cutting. That's quite progressive there for 1791, given that hanging was still as good as popular entertainment until the late 1800s. I thought that was quite a nicely scathing little editorial just slipped into the paper there. Anyway, that was yesterday. This is today, Monday the 8th of April. Hope you all have a great day. We got the rest of the week coming up. Going to be focusing on 1912 because tomorrow is the 108th anniversary of the launching of the Titanic. So we're going to be having a little look at some stories about that. Thanks very much. Have a great day. Cheers.